said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearkats, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bearkats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas's offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bearkats offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Bearkats want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Watson. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive. Turning it on! Touchdown, Texas! He got loose and it was lights out after that. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Watson. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. It's complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Quick with the spin move. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Got his man to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipated a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Pulls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. RPO complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space. It's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Watson. Sets up the screen. Inside the 25. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some. Oh, he broke out another move. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw it. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After that last completion, it's second down. To the air, it's Manning. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to throw on third. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Watson. Caught near the sticks. It's Black. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Watson. Quick strike complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here comes the heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Porter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Just about set to put total leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He has the first and still on his feet. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Watson. They've got the screen set up. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Bearkats are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here comes the Texas offense. Motion from the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it it inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up at 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Porter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The give out of the gun. Quick spin on the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Makes the grab over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Black. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Bearcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garza. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
4 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession. possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Bearkats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. There's the pressure. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Handoff to the single back. Oh, what a move. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Send the tight end in motion. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Garza. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to pass, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Porter. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Decimals rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stop him right at the 25-yard line. That's well short of the 1st down, certainly in field goal range, but let's see what they do here. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. At this point in the game, and this... Oh, they block it! Scoop it up and going. He's running free down the middle. The 30, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! That would have put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The short hands, it's Black. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker, it's Garza. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. It's complete on the right side.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Garza. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Black. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Let's it fly. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal.